Hello YouTube and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host Aaron Hauser, and today we're going to be reviewing the very rare but extremely cool Ghostbusters Series 1 7-inch figures from NECA. These are very hard to find these days, but if you can and you're a Ghostbusters fan, they are worth every cent. They didn't have a whole lot to this series. They had a 15-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They had a couple of their bobbleheads that NECA put out, and then they had Gozer the Gozerian, Slimer, and then they had Zool and Vince Clortho, the Terror Dogs. So we'll start out by doing Slimer here. This is an incredibly well sculpted figure. Give you kind of a look of the detail on this guy is just phenomenal. Articulation wise, he rotates at this upper arm portion. It can flex in and out, but it's very tight. And then rotation at the wrist. He comes with a stand, plugs right into his ass there. And I love the way they did this stand with the sort of oozing slime look that just works perfectly for this figure. He comes with a ton of accessories. I only have him displayed here with the wine bottle, but he comes with like a turkey leg, a chunk of watermelon, an apple, I think like a whole pie, maybe a hot dog or something like that. There was a whole bunch of different little food bits that came with him. But this one, I believe, is somewhat easier to find out of this series. Normally goes for anywhere from like 30 to 50 bucks. I've seen them go for more, but you know, you can definitely get a good price on this one if you look and if you time it right on eBay. So very cool figure. Next up we have Gozer the Gozerian. So yeah, comes with her crazy Emperor Palpatine lightning finger things there, which I think look really cool. They're sort of this flexible plastic, and they're very light, which is nice so it doesn't tip the figure over. But very cool look. Comes with some regular hands, in case you want to just have her hands down at her side. Comes with an alternate head with the not yelling look. Check out the awesome flat top on that one. But yeah, pretty awesome as far as prehistoric bitches go. Not a whole lot of articulation though. Could have been a bit more. She's got a ball joint for the head, up and down for the arms, rotation at the wrists, and then the legs, they look like they move, but they don't. She actually did come with her own stand though, which I thought was nice, because the way her stance is, she could tip over very easily, so it was nice that they included that touch to kind of keep her a bit more balanced there. But overall, very cool figure. I ended up getting this one for about 50 bucks through Amazon.com. You can find this one still on eBay fairly easily. You just gotta kind of hunt around for it, so. But yeah, there are those two. And then here are my personal favorites, the Terror Dogs. And like I said, you've got Zool and Vince Clortho, aka Sigourney Weaver and Rick Moranis. So this is them after they've been turned into dogs. But these figures are really good sized. They've got a really good sort of girth to them. Very, very cool display pieces. Not to mention, I really don't know of many companies that have actually made the Terror Dogs in this size. I'm guessing Mattel might get around to doing it for their Ghostbusters line. And just to kind of give you a size comparison here, here is the slimed version of Peter Venkman from Mattel. So they're actually, scale-wise, they work with the other figures. So if you want to, you know, if you end up getting your hands on both of these guys. They actually do, you know, display well with the Mattel figures, which is cool. Alright, now each of these has the exact same articulation. The only real difference between the Zool and the Vince Clortho is the horns, and that's kind of the only thing to tell them apart, really. The ones with the horns straight out, that's Vince Clortho, and then the one with the horns kind of tilted down is Zool. So, yeah, we'll kind of give you a look here. Very, very cool detail on this. NECA used to, NECA's detail has always been phenomenal, but the detail on some of their older figures is just staggering. It's just so really well done. And these figures are definitely a testament to that. So, one thing I did not expect was this actually has jaw articulation. It can open and close. The head does not rotate. It looks like it could, but it doesn't. And that is because this actually comes with a light-up feature. You press down on the tail here, and Shazam! It's not as bright on this one because, you know, these came out several years ago, and the batteries are about dead on these, so I was kind of lucky that there was actually any juice left in them at all. But, very cool feature. One thing I do like about this is that the battery compartment is actually fairly accessible. You can kind of rotate the leg back here a bit to kind of get in. Oh, this one does not want to move. I take that back. But it's still easy to get in nonetheless. You just take a small, looks like a Phillips head or something, and it takes two of those very small cell batteries, so you can swap those out, which is nice. As far as articulation goes, there's the jaw. And he rotates. It looks like he's supposed to rotate at the upper shoulder, but he does not. He basically just rotates at these this elbow joint here, and it looks like he's supposed to rotate at the hips, but they're very stiff on this figure, so I'm not going to mess with it. But it doesn't really matter at all because these figures are designed to be in this pose. So if you rotate them any other way, it's gonna kind of fuck up that stance. So like I said, as far as Zool, they're kind of the exact same detail except for the horns. Oh, the eyes actually light up a lot better on this one, so that's cool. Zool. Yeah, I can't help myself with that one. I fucking love Ghostbusters. This is definitely one of my favorite movies growing up, so. But yeah, if you are a big Ghostbusters fan, these guys are very, very cool. And like I said, these two are fairly easy to get your hands on via eBay. These guys, however, are a different story. I've been hunting these two terror dogs for about 4 or 5 years now, and I finally was able to get hold of them. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I paid about $350 for the two of them. And the sad thing is, that's actually a good going price for these two together, considering each of them goes for about $200 to $300 on their own. So, you know, $350, it's still a shit ton of money, but I really love Ghostbusters, and I loved NECA's original figure line for this, so they were definitely worth every penny. The thing that killed me, though, was that as soon as I received these packages, they were mint new in box when I got them. And they had the original, I think it was KB Toys, price tags on the boxes. And it actually said $9.99. Ugh. That's the thing about collecting that I love, is you can get something that just, I mean, when these came out, people probably, they thought they were fucking awesome, but they probably didn't think that they would ever have that sort of resale value to them. So, it just goes to show you if, you know, if you keep these in really, really good condition, and, you know, or if you end up keeping them in the box, more power to you, they can resell for a really, really high amount in the future. But yeah, these guys were definitely worth every penny, and it's an incredibly cool collection. Like I said, these are the main 4 of the 7-inch figures. NECA also released a 15-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I thought about getting that one, but it didn't have a whole lot of wow factor to it. And then I saw the Mattel 20-inch Stay Puft that came out last year as well, and that just blew my mind. So I ended up getting that one since it was much larger in scale for display, which I thought was cool. But yeah, that is about it. If you have any questions on this line, please leave a comment below. And check out some of my other reviews. As always, thanks for watching.